If you are a meat lover, you have to hear about this. Imagine tasting a steak so incredible that it's ranked higher than the legendary Japanese Wagyu A5. Sounds crazy, right? Well, I just had that experience, and I'm still blown away. Look at those massive bulls. Can you believe they weigh 1.5 tons? And check out those huge horns. I was quite shocked by how impressed I was just being around this animal's presence. And I have to admit that when one of the bulls approached me with his big horns, I was quite scared. This experience was definitely worth the 3 hours road trip from Madrid. This iconic restaurant has been celebrated for the last 40 years, ranking first in Europe and second worldwide. I'm talking about El Capricho.
Vamos!
Here, they age bull meat for up to 160 days to create a flavor unlike anything else. The result? Marbled and tender meat that is just unforgettable. The visionary behind this temple of meat is Chef Jose Gordon. During his travels, he became obsessed with these mystical and noble creatures, and from that day, he decided to dedicate his life to them and elevating their meat to an art form. Let's find out if after all these years, he has a favorite dish.
¿Tienes un favorito?
Se distingue a través de este plato que estamos mezclando, que es un plato que siempre buscamos textura, complejidad y equilibrio.
Can you believe this wine cellar was dug by Jose's grandfather in 1980? And check out this mounted bull just casually hanging on the wall. This space was so magical that we lost track of time, partly because there was no mobile reception. In my books, no award or Michelin star really matters if you can't get the basics right. And trust me, this bread and butter is just perfect. Let's see why exactly this dish is Jose's favorite. Wow, don't even get me started on the steak tartare. Hands down, the best I ever had. Just look at that marbling. This dish practically melts in your mouth. We have had so far 3 different plates and it's been absolutely amazing. Not sure if it was the fat or the 8-month aging process, but the last piece we tried was out of this world. Did I mention butter is key? Here's the second butter dish. Yeah, it was that good. And now, let the main show begin. Check out how this bull chop is grilled to perfection using a meat thermometer. After all these years, Jose is still here, personally serving each piece of his art and passion.
Wow.
We were honored with a cut from the oldest bull breed in Europe, from a small town in Spain called Zamora. These exceptional and complex flavors are unlike anything I ever encountered in my life. And for the third butter dish, behold, the steak fat is just unreal. This heavenly experience ended perfectly with balanced dessert that were light and satisfying. El Capricho isn't just a restaurant. It's a full-on experience that will leave you speechless. It completely redefined everything I thought I knew about steak. For any meat lover, it's a pilgrimage you cannot afford to miss.